And we're back. Welcome to another episode of Hunt for the Blue Ridtober. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm I'm ready to see some Blue Ridley. Before this
we've
is before this is up, I'm seeing a Blue Ridley.
we've really hyped up Blue Ridley, and I just like to point out I have no basis of evidence that he exists.
Nope.
So,
But
you ready for
I'd settle
disappointment?
for Green Ridley.
Green Ridley, Pink Phanton, Black Crocomire. I'd be good for any of those.
Like as impressive of a ROM hack as this is, I would be genuinely surprised if they went so far out of their way to create their own innovative bosses. Like at that point, it stops being like just a Super Metroid ROM hack and more of like an AM2R-esque project in my mind.
Yeah, and that's kind of some of the problems with ROM hacks is that you kind of get what's already in the game for the most part.
Right, they can only work with what they have.
The ROM hacking world for a lot of the Super Mario stuff, specifically the Super Mario Brothers X community, they do amazing extra added stuff. There's nothing more disappointing than going through like a Banjo-Kazooie ROM hack, and then it's great, it's different, and at the end you're fighting Gratilda for no reason.
Gruntilda.
Yeah, because she's there, you know.
At least do the courtesy of giving me a Dark Banjo palette swap or something. Come on. Or throw Conker in there.
Hear that?
It's the same damn
Dark
engine.
Link. Dark Banjo's coming for your pie. Your dark pie.
Banjo. I ended up naming the first episode on YouTube Blue Ridley. I'm kind of digging the Dark Banjo, though.
Well, there's your episode title early. This room makes me irrationally angry, by the way. I don't know what was going on with that, but whatever.
Yeah, why did they make it like... Well, so there was originally like a creature here, right, that could like destroy the floor?
Yeah, and usually like they lead you somewhere, right? That one
Right.
didn't lead me anywhere.
Huh.
You're dead.
That's odd.
And you're dead. By the way, do you know what that creature was called?
Huh.
Well, neither do I.
Oh.
I just know it's not a
Oh.
Chozo.
I was just waiting for something clever.
No, it has a proper name. I forget what it is. I read it in like an old Nintendo Power magazine.
Huh, well, I'll be damned. It really is called Dark Banjo.
There we are.
I mean, considering
puzzle-
Rare kind of went through a edgy phase anyways, I guess there could be weirder things than Dark Banjo.
You know, hot take. I never liked Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Me neither. Like, I thought it was
Yeah.
it was certainly a graphically impressive game for the 64, but
Yeah, I like most of Rare stuff. That just it didn't do it for me.
it felt like it was trying a little too hard to capitalize on like the South Park craze of the late 90s.
That's a valid point and a really good description of capitalizing on that particular strain of irreverence.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but if you're like me and never cared for South Park anyways, it's just kind of like there's not much for me here.
Yeah. I'm one of the folks who would say that South Park hit a sweet spot, like, probably right about the time we were in college. Or at least that's certainly when it felt the most relevant to me. But yeah, like, I don't think every animated show needs to try to aim for, like, The Simpsons longevity. And to my knowledge, I believe South Park is still going.
Yeah, it is. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are still cashing those checks. Now, one thing I will say positive about them is, man, oh man, they hung on to those rights, and they reaped the whirlwind for that.
They did. I don't think it still exists anymore, but if you remember, they kind of fought the early days of, like, streaming by having a website that was totally free with no ads, where you could just stream every episode of South Park, and they that was part of their terms with Comedy Central.
Yeah, they do that. Trailer Park Boys kind of does that. It's hard for me to think of others, but I always appreciate when someone's like, "Hey, your fans, here's our product for really cheap," instead of that Netflix shenanigans.
Yeah.
I want to get to the right side of the room. This is the opposite of what I want.
Oh, God. Ascension begin.
Why do I keep thinking I have the space gem? Because I don't.
It's only a matter of time, right? Hey, missiles.
There we are. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted. Because basically now we just need to start cleaning up before we go to Tangerine Dream Dragon. Okay, all right. I think I know where I'm going.
Quartz Quarkmeyer. Crockemeyer? Crockemeyer.
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 Oscar Mayer Crockemeyer.
I can't believe it's not Crockemeyer.
I'm changing. I want to change my vote for episode title. All right. Oh, this is really thrilling. Nick opens map every 5 seconds, and the audience is on the edge of their seat.
They do make it so that you have to pay close attention to where you're going. Like the layout isn't. I mean, I guess that's part of like the charm of this ROM hack is the layout isn't what you'd expect in a lot of rooms. They're kind of like open, like self-contained mazes.
Yeah, I kind of want to try to hit most of the stuff that is, like, obviously, hey, come here, do this. I'm not gonna like try to look for bonus stuff.
I'm surprised they gave you the plasma beam as early as they did.
Yeah, to get eye level to blow his head off.
Right. He didn't seem to fight it very hard. I kind of get the feeling that he had resigned himself long before you entered that door.
All right, that opens that.
That is one thing that I actually kind of dig, that you didn't see at all in Super Metroid, like the original. Like, I have to assume that they did a little bit of clever programming to make that work. Like,
of what?
You'll blow up a door or you'll hit a switch in one part of the map and it opens up a door or a switch in the other part of the map. That's kind of a nifty feature.
Yeah.
That lends a little bit of complexity to the progression.
So long as it's relegated to, like, in that room, I'm fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm blowing up switches in Norfair to open up stuff in Brinstar...
Yeah, right. That would be shitty.
Sign me out.
I like how it's even called linked doors. Oh, okay, so there's an AA and AA. Alright, that makes sense. So you have to hit switch AA.
Oh, okay. Alright. So that must be this. Ah! Little creature came out.
Critter!
And it died all the same.
Oh, okay. So let's see here. I assume if you open this, it will open that other door marked AA. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, cool. Alright. I like that.
Alright, I'll take that. That's pretty neat.
It's kind of clever. And at least they have, like, the courtesy, like you said, to label it so that, you know, it's never, like, a total guessing game as to where in the world you just opened up a door.
No, like, I get irrationally angry when a game violates the golden rule of don't waste my time.
Yeah.
Don't be obtuse for the sake of being obtuse. Don't be obtuse because Dark Souls did it and you want to imitate it and you don't understand it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Sorry, anyways.
What, people like really hard shit. Come on.
You have missed the point.
Oh, crap, what was I going to say? Tangentially related to
that. Okay, anyways.
Oh, there was one official Nintendo game that did something kind of similar to that I actually thought was kind of a cool mechanic. If you ever played the GBA Zelda, the Minish Cap, there was a mechanic where, like, you could, you know, trade these kinstone things with NPCs, and, like, for each one that you completed, they would give you...
God damn it.
Oh, no. A reward somewhere, like, on the world map. But the nice thing about that is it was kind of a treasure hunt, but they didn't leave you totally in the dark. Like, when you finish the kinstone piece, it would flash to the part of the world map that you just unlocked, even if it was, you know, far away from you. Like, they still
it was almost like
that the door
treasure
had
hunt.
It was nice.
It was like chocograph hunting for all of us old folks out there.
Oh man, good old FF9.
I bought FF9 purely for chocograph hunting.
That was a great minigame. I actually enjoyed that a lot.
That was a game that did minigames. Excuse me. Excuse me. You giant spaghetti-o. I'm talking here. Yeah, Final Fantasy IX was like a perfect combination of all those fun, different, like, mini games and the like. And none of them overstayed their welcome. Yeah. I need a speed booster, don't I?
Or luck.
No, to avoid the ham pounder. I don't like that. We're not. Editor, take that out.
Ham pound.
Wait, the
Actually,
hamo poundo.
Hamo Pando. Hamoro Pando. Ponto.
Render unto Caesar his pound of ham.
His pound of ham.
Tonight's
Oh
joke's
yeah,
brought to you by
FF9.
Crown Royal
Probably my
Whiskey.
favorite side quest in any FF game.
You motherfucker. I'm sorry. Editor, take that out.
See, they tease you by letting you know it is possible. And,
Oh,
no.
Oh, Nick
Oh,
is
it's even
getting
called
angry.
time in sync, so it's not. You aren't supposed to have the spood booster. It's just. Ooh, well done,
Oh,
sir. Damn.
what if that was the speed booster?
That would have been
Oh,
hilarious.
that would have been great.
You crushed that though. What are those?
I did.
Tell them I hate them.
I
Oh,
killed all of them.
All right,
Should that have done that?
introducing the concept, I guess. MST friends.
Mystery Science Theater?
Yeah.
No.
God, I haven't thought of Mystery Science Theater in a long time.
Have you watched Mystery Science Theater in a long
yes.
time?
I mean, it's been a couple of decades, but yeah.
I loved Mystery Science Theater. It's like my first introduction to, like, you know, I mean, it was basically
Episodic
like
sci-fi.
YouTube. It was like YouTube humor videos before YouTube was a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like riffing. What's my point to that? Yeah, I loved it, but man, oh man, did not age well.
You see, I'd have to see it today to like.
Oh, I fire up an episode just like in the background to listen to. It's not bad. It just, if I didn't have the nostalgia behind it, I probably would just, I don't know. It was
You wouldn't
definitely a
even give it
product
the
of
time
its
of day.
time.
Yeah.
No, I would appreciate it for what it was, but it's just like, yeah, this is definitely a product of its time, and there's stuff that's gone and done it better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly some really good like classic sci-fi to mine from like the 80s and I would say 90s too had some good stuff.
That poor guy. I'm sorry.
Not too terribly long ago, I took to watching the real vintage, like black and white even, Scary Door.
Scary Door?
No, the Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah, no, those are great. Those hold up.
They really
definitely
do.
hold
Like,
up.
it is incredible to me what they were able to accomplish with such limited production values and budget.
Now, weigh that against the Twilight Zone revamp they did recently with, I want to say, Jordan Peele.
I haven't seen it, actually.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I'll leave it at that. But I'm a little biased. I'm not a big fan of Jordan Peele's horror movies. I don't get them.
Okay.
So.
Oh, one more modern example that I actually do very much enjoy, though, is Black Mirror. And that's been going for a couple of good seasons now, too.
I've not watched that, but I'm kind of allergic to streaming services. I get irrationally angry at the fact that I have to buy 5 different streaming services to watch what I want, so I just ultimately watch nothing.
You can fly your pirate flag, Nick. It's okay.
Nick is a good Catholic boy. He doesn't know how or where to find that kind of illicit content.
God, remember like Lime? Well, I guess if you've never known the service of a torrent site, then you probably don't remember LimeWire very fondly.
Oh, I remember LimeWire.
Oh, you do remember LimeWire? Okay.
Yeah.
I poisoned so many. I feel so bad. Like my loving father, may he rest in peace. I destroyed so many of his computers with LimeWire.
Did you occasionally have to like reinstall like Windows and
Yes,
stuff
like honestly,
oh my,
like
I had the same thing happen. Don't feel
third-
bad, brother.
The third or fourth time it happened, he straight up made me pay for the repair with my allowance money. and I don't even fault him for it. Like, it was like I never put 2 and 2 together. Like, why does the computer always shit itself right after I try to download Star Wars Episode 1, the video game, on LimeWire?
Oh man. No, I would always tell my parents, "Oh, it's some sort of virus. I'll take care of it." Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, the
And then
wicked webs we weave.
Napster as well, but that was really more music. Though I do remember, like, before it gave up the ghost, I think Napster was trying to get a piece of
No
LimeWire's pie with, like, you could torrent full
return
video games and movies and
clothes.
everything. I
They're gonna
saw
screw me, aren't they?
this is the stupidest freaking thing. I saw Mr. Deeds with Adam Sandler,
Oh no.
like 2 weeks before it was released in the United States because it got leaked on LimeWire. And so my friends and I, we literally downloaded it on a 56K modem. It took like 3 days to download. But, you know, we watched Mr. Deeds before it was in theaters. And if Adam Sandler is listening to this, I apologize. I will.
No, don't apologize to him. He gets like $100 million to film his vacations in Hawaii.
Yeah, it's true. And hey, Happy Gilmore 2's coming out, so.
Oh yeah, thank Christ, right?
You know, Happy Gilmore was one of those movies that, like, it was a concept so simple and funny all by itself. I'm happy for Adam Sandler's success, but I don't know. I don't feel like the world needed Happy Gilmore 2. I thought the story...
No, it doesn't.
It's
It's because Hollywood and streaming services are intellectually bereft of any creativity. They just keep rehashing the same stuff we already know.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I feel you.
Anyways, go on now that I've interrupted.
Oh no, like that was it. Like I enjoy Adam Sandler's style of humor just fine. Like I'm not so pretentious that I'm like, oh, it's just pee pee poo poo jokes. No, like I think there's a time and a place for Adam Sandler. And I actually really enjoyed, like I have really nostalgic
90s.
memories of Happy Gilmore. I used to be able to quote the whole thing, and yeah. And like I said, the LimeWire thing with Mr. Deeds, that was funny. And so much so that I actually, like, wanted him to profit off of that film, so I ended up buying the DVD, even though
You got
it was
me first.
certainly not my
Come here,
favorite
you.
Adam Sandler movie. Still, I still find it to be a good one.
Sorry, I wanted to shoot that creature in the face with a missile.
You did
Anyways.
it. You gave him that missile.
I'm like one of those like rich people who like, I want to go to Africa and I want to shoot me a rhino with a bow and arrow.
Shoot me a space pirate.
Oh no, I don't want that. I don't want
Stupid prey mantis face.
that. I want to go to Zebus 7 and I want to shoot a space pirate in the face.
Zebus. I'm gonna ride
what
me
is this
that
episode?
Zebus. I kind of like the idea of, like, there's space pirates, bounty hunters, and space hillbillies in Samus's world, like just these, like, truckers who just go around, like, judging the other species. Hey, all, how's it going? How are you doing, Sparks?
Oh, hey, it's Sparks. Sparks, how are you? We were just about to engage in a discussion of what constituted a space pirate. Was every creature on Zebus and Super Metroid a space pirate, or was it only the mantis-looking guys?
Right, like, you know, the name of their race is space pirates, right? But like,
You're
what if
kinda,
one
like,
of these
locked
like
in.
mantis-looking dudes wanted to become an accountant? Like, would he still be a
Or a
space pirate?
dentist? Yes. Even pirates need a dentist.
Huh. So like, what
blew
by
his
their
kneecaps
nature
off.
makes them a pirate? Like, are they just born with the impulse
You're born into it.
towards crime, or is it a nurture sort of thing? Like, every
Okay,
single member of this race is programmed for crime.
okay, so you know how like in our world we've got skin color? Ooh, actually no.
Oh,
never
God.
mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never
Oh,
mind.
no. He'd be a pirate accountant or a pirate dentist. What? Yeah, but I mean, why should we define him by his birth race? You know, like, does a pirate in birth a pirate make in death?
Part of the pirates, I guess you're born into it, right?
I want to see like the grave of the one space pirate who went straight. You know, and like, you know, the tombstone somewhere reads Glorgyak. He was a hell of an accountant.
Great, I canceled out of that. Give me that instead of another Star Wars series. Hey, by the way, did you see that Amazon canceled Wheel of Time after 3 seasons?
Oh, really? No, I didn't. Did they ever
dumped,
get
like,
to the Dragon Reborn, or did they stop
even-
short of it?
Not even close.
Oh.
They kind of like
That's too
severely
bad.
deviated from the books, but they spent like almost $1 billion on it, and Amazon was eventually like, it didn't make enough money. Pull the plug.
Well, yeah, I mean,
And yet,
I
Rings
never
of
heard about it
Power
after
is
the
still
first
going.
season anyway.
Go figure. I watched the first season too. I hated
Yeah,
it.
I watched part of it and was thinking to myself, maybe it's that I don't remember enough of the books to really care, or it's
Nah.
just a sloppy adaptation. But yeah,
I was fresh off the books and it was just bad.
okay. So it wasn't just me then.
It wanted to be like Game of Thrones, and I didn't even like that,
You know,
so it really
I
didn't appeal
think
to me.
even though I've got nothing against George R.R. Martin or the Game of Thrones franchise, I really feel like they've poisoned the fantasy well for like the next couple of years.
That's a very good term. They certainly have poisoned the well because like everything has tried to be Game of
Everyone
Thrones.
wants to be
Point.
the next Game of Thrones. How about instead of being the next Game of Thrones, you strive to be the next really great, fresh IP? Like,
Well, we could do that, or we could play it safe with a pre-established franchise.
right? Ah, well.
Oh my lord!
That was
The bit rates.
be the next Babylon 5. There you go, Sparks. Why
Or
not
Farscape.
bring back something that at least no one's tried in a while? Still don't know how you do this. I've never mastered the wall jump to the degree of being able to springboard myself up a singular wall.
Oh, it's really easy. I gave up dating in order to master that.
Nice. You're like
When was the
that
last
episode
time
of
you played
Seinfeld where George stops having sex.
I see we've got a boss coming up, by the way.
All right, here we go. Is it a fresh boss or is it going to be Tangerine Kraid?
Okay, sorry, I was taking a drink there. So let's see: Black Crocomire, Blue Ridley, Pink Phanton, or Quartz Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl.
I had like a sip of whiskey, so forgive me.
Sparks, imagine Babylon 5 with naked butts like Game of Thrones. That would have very much changed the dynamic. Is this literally just a room full of these punks? Oh no, it's okay.
This is Spore Spawn. Okay.
Oh, but they made him more of a pain in the ass. I see.
Oh.
How annoying.
Yeah, aren't you glad it's me?
Yes, because I would absolutely die in this fight. But interestingly, the trick is still to just stay in the bottom left corner.
Well, I got the plasma beam. That should speed things up.
Yeah. That's true. A charged plasma beam is equivalent to a missile, if I'm not mistaken. Well, he just folded like a cheap suit, didn't he?
That was...
Wait, what the hell is this?
Oh, joke's on us, Chris. Joke's on us.
Is this Endgame?
Remember when Samus had mentioned that she was going to set off 3 bombs?
Oh, this is bomb number 1. Okay.
I have a feeling every major boss ends in like this.
Interesting. Okay, actually, I can go for that. Zone 1. Duh.
Let's see what's down here.
Ooh, this looks like it would be a pain.
Death! Death and ruin!
Ugh. Oh boy, Nick.
Why? Why is this an option?
We're in deep water now, huh, Nick?
What is the purpose to that room?
Just to piss you off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see
all right,
now.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still like your odds.
Feeling okay.
Hey, there you go. All right. It's gonna be okay.
Oh boy, suddenly it's less funny.
There we go. Boy, it's amazing how a room with, like, knee-high water can completely cripple the galaxy's most unstoppable badass, right?
I just didn't know what they wanted from me at the time.
No. Oh, for God's
sake. No! You
stupid
mother...
space pirates. You dirty space pirates. You're all space pirates.
No, please, wait, I want to be a dentist!
That really hurts my feelings.
How much longer have I... Okay, not much.
No, you'll be fine.
I think we can make it.
I believe in you.
If I stop making dumb mistakes. Oh!
They're really making you play the long game here, though, aren't they?
Ooh, I thought this would be over with.
Whoa,
Where do you want me to go? Where do you want me to go?
Freaky. Too much
Space
going.
pirate dudes.
This is... Oh, there's the elevator. Or you don't go on the elevator.
I want that. I don't know.
Oh, zone 2. Get on the elevator and go to zone 2.
Okay.
Bail
All right.
out. We'll never know what was up there.
Bail, bail, bail.
It's not for us to know. Ooh, hope everyone down there's okay.
I hope they're all dead. That's what we came here to do, is murder everything, right?
Going back to Sparks real quick, Babylon 5, absolutely nothing else changes, but some scenes are done without clothes. There's no context to it, or...
Let's go back and check on the destruction. The countdown starts up again.
Yeah, right? Like, you've just, like, descended into this hell of fire.
Well, I was confused because there was a green door, and we don't have super missiles yet.
Oh, okay, so we are supposed to come back a little bit.
How far back can I go?
Well,
Space Pirates Auxiliary Lab. Okay. I'm digging it, by the way. This is neat.
Yeah, they didn't have to go this hard as far as, like, changing up the map. That's kind of cool.
How far back can I go? Like, all the way? Can I go all the way? That don't sound right.
All the way to
Editor, take that
Victory
out.
Town?
All of a sudden, I can't wall jump.
You lost your mojo as soon as I commented on how impressive it is. Just performance anxiety.
Goes. Okay, that's how far I can
okay.
go. Good to know.
Well, they're saving that blue area for super missiles, so that's at least we'll remember that's there.
So some of this we can go back to. Cool. So super missiles must be incoming.
Yeah. So what you got going on this week, buddy?
A lot of nothing. My Memorial Day has been incredibly boring so far.
Okay.
Plans fell through and whatnot, so... But hey, I get to do this with you.
Yeah. As Nick takes another long pull of whiskey.
I'm all out of whiskey. That was the last of the Crown Royal.
Oh, I am so sorry.
What
do they
painfully
want?
Sober.
What do they want here? I hate
Can't
this.
do all myself. Interesting, okay.
So, is there something that you can bring with you in here? Oh, let that guy eat it. There we go.
Did I kill him so quick he didn't get a chance to do that?
You were itchy on that trigger finger.
Samus is like a genocide creature. Anytime she sees like a new monster, she just immediately murders it.
Sparks is really milking this Babylon 5 idea.
I liked Babylon 5. It was a good show.
I remember it fondly, but I couldn't tell you any of the specifics about it. It was just like part of the 90s.
Now, were you a Firefly guy?
I mean, for the one season it was on, sure. I watched it.
Okay.
But I don't think like I ever developed into like part of the fandom that, you know, kind of keeps it going through novellas and web mysteries and things like that.
More power to folks who get so passionately involved in something like that that keeps it alive. I think that's great.
Yeah, I agree. Though at this point, I kind of wonder if, had it continued, it ever would have been as good as it is now in like the fan community's hands.
No, it would have been like Babylon 5.
Oh, shit.
Fully realized. No, I like Babylon 5, but like the unfinished work is always going to be more interesting than the finished work.
Well, right, because it's nothing but possibility. It like every
Correct.
fan has its own idea of where it would have gone and like who would have romanced who, and you know, it's
and the moment you finish it, it's like it loses a lot of allure.
Right.
It would have just sunk into the notoriety of another 90s show.
Well, like think about like what's a good example? Let's use Michael Myers from the Halloween series as an example, right? Like as a unstoppable killing machine, he's terrifying. But the moment like Season of the Witch came out and they like explained it with like the Cult of the Thorn or whatever, and you know they like tried to give some reasoning behind what he was, like all of a sudden he becomes immediately less interesting to watch because like they can't really kill him because he's got this ancient voodoo curse or whatever. Like,
well, that's literally every creature. Like once you explain it,
yeah,
because that's what horror is. It's your brain trying to figure out something that doesn't make any sense. Like that's what scares you.
Which is why
once you over-explain it,
right,
it's not scary anymore.
I agree totally. Which is probably why most really good horror movies should contain themselves to just like the first or at most the second one. Like if you feel like there's still more scares that you can make with an extra $1 billion in your budget, go for it. But, at the very least, have the courtesy not to explain away the most intriguing parts of your nightmare creature.
I think The Thing still stands out as a terrific horror movie because, like, once you show your monster, right, like, that's it.
Yeah.
But in The Thing, it keeps on changing what the monster is.
It's kind of a bottomless pool of suspense because it could be anything, right?
I've never really seen another horror movie do something quite like that to that degree that I've liked.
No.
By the way, okay, as long as we're talking horror movies, horror movie that I hated but thought was a cool concept. All right, ready for this?
Yeah.
I'd like to see this movie in more competent hands. It Follows.
I heard about that, actually. I heard it was really intriguing. It kind of like The Purge, right? Where, like, the premise of the movie ended up being more interesting than the movie itself.
The premise, the basic premise, is that there's just this creature that constantly slowly walks towards you, ceaselessly.
Yeah.
So, like, you could be given a presentation at your company, and then, after 5 years, all of a sudden, oh shit, I gotta go. Like, and then there's the creature like walking in the door mid-presentation.
Nice.
I love that idea. It just wasn't done very well.
It kind of sounds like they tried to.
Well,
it's like the
in
death
the movie,
snail. That's awesome, Sparks.
Have you seen the movie?
I've not.
Okay, so like the premise is, but you can pass it on to someone else if you have sex with them. Bazing, there's your hook, right? You take the sex stuff out, I'm much more interested in it.
Well, yeah, it's pretty derivative. That sounds almost exactly like, well, and I haven't seen these either, but they're so popular right now that I can't help be aware of them. The Smile films, like where it's essentially the same thing. Except instead of something that's like slowly walking towards you all the time, it's this monster that makes you kill yourself after a couple of days. And the only way you can pass it on is to traumatize somebody else, I guess, or if they see you kill yourself, it passes on to them. So, like, I don't know.
Well, but then you're dead. What good does that do you?
I don't know. I think, like, the goal of the movies is to, like, thwart the demon by finding a way to die outside of its grasp, and then it can't latch onto anybody else.
Okay, all right, I gotcha.
But it always manipulates things so that doesn't happen.
Ah, damn it. I was going here specifically for the map station, and now I can't get the map station.
Son of a bitch.
Right,
Sparks, horror movies just hate people having sex. Yeah, there's like some deeply embedded puritanism in there where, like, the moment you bump uglies, you're automatically ready to die. Oh god. Kill it. That thing's horrifying in its own right,
Have enough missiles yet?
Wow, they really didn't need to do that, did they? What? Did you have exactly the correct number?
Yes, sir. Yes, I did. Please, God, don't let it be back.
Okay. That was incredible, though.
Expand. Never mind. Hold on. Expand shaft L from behind. Anyways.
Oh, giggity.
I'm not going to make any comments.
What the? It's like a freaking P-block from Mario. What's that doing here?
I think they just want you to stand on it so you don't get lava damage.
Oh, I see.
I could be wrong. I'm not good at video games.
Well, since this topic has me a little bit intrigued now, Nick, let me ask, what would you say, if there is one, a horror sequel that was better than the original?
My problem with that is I'm usually out by the time we hit a sequel.
Okay.
Give me horror, quote unquote. Hey,
I mean, any frightening movie, like
Terminator 2.
Okay, I think you could consider
significantly better than the first.
Yeah, though I would argue, I absolutely and totally agree with you. I would argue that Terminator 1 and 2 are two different genres of film. Terminator 1
Full Metal
was
Corridor.
scary killer robot coming for you and it's unstoppable. Terminator 2 definitely went more into like, I mean, there were some jumps, like intense scenes, but I think that one really fell more into the category of like pulp action.
Yeah. Like I said, not a great
Still a
example,
better film,
but
objectively.
well, Terminator 1 was basically a ripoff of Maniac Cop 2. Have you ever heard of this before?
That.
Look it up. Look it up. Like, there's a side-by-side comparison video on YouTube that just takes a bunch of scenes from Terminator 1 and compares them to Maniac Cop 2, and you're like, oh, it's just straight up ripped off. Just like how the whole plot of the movie was ripped off by Harlan Ellison. How they ripped off Harlan Ellison for that plot. Are you familiar with that?
Not at all. This is okay. Something I have never heard of before.
Do you know at the very you know how at the very end of the Terminator movie there's like a quick line that's like blah blah blah, this was inspired by blah 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 blah, short story by Harlan Ellison? Yeah, it's inspired by a short story by Ellison called like Soldier of the Future.
Okay.
And they straight up just ripped that off.
Oh, where it turns out he's like the real hero's dad the whole time, and
no, they just like the director of that movie just went ahead and just stole that short story, and Harlan Ellison never got any money for it.
Oh, really? They just put his name in the credits and hoped he'd be cool with it?
Yeah, because like, you know, like nowadays they'd be like, oh, we'll donate $5,000 to your you know, charity of choice. No, that was just a straight up, fuck you, we're taking this.
The only example I can think of the question that I posed to you about horror movies, I actually liked Scream 2 better than Scream 1.
I have not seen any of the Scream movies, so I can't.
The first two are absolutely worth seeing. Mainly because, like, the first one had kind of a cool concept, like a killer that's obsessed with, like...
horror movies?
Yeah, horror movies and, like, subverting the tropes. But then, I don't think they expected it to be as big of a hit as it was, and so the second one is where they started having a lot more fun with it. But before it became too self-referential. Referential, sorry.
And that's kind of where we got, like, the I Still Know What You Did Last Summer parody movies.
That's right, and even that now is coming out with a new film that...
Really?
Yeah, it's, I don't know when it's coming out, and I don't remember what it's called, but I Still... So, no, I Know What You Did Last Summer was the first one. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer was the second one. And I forget what this one is called. Like, I Keep On Knowing What You Did Last Summer, or something like that. Or I Know What You Did in 1997, or... I'm not sure.
Okay, we only go so high, apparently. This doesn't look good.
But yeah, that's coming out. And I know... Scream at this point has, you know, more sequels than I can count. I think I've seen horrible. Maybe... I want to say I did see the third one and wasn't super into it. They're absolutely going to make you navigate that sucker with the space jump, aren't they?
I can only hope.
This is going to be like the Underwater Turtles level, isn't it?
Missiles.
Hey, super missiles.
I'll do anything for super missis.
I'd kill anybody for a super missile.
What would you do for a super missile
Sparks,
bar?
I know what you'll do next summer. Then they introduced, hey, look at that, baby Crocomire. That was adorable before you blew it to hell.
I killed it. I like Crocomire.
You know, all the times that I played the original Super Metroid, I did not notice that Crocomire wouldn't attack you until you attacked him, until you mentioned it. I never knew that in that battle, Crocomire was not the aggressor. He was just afraid that some strange armored creature dropped into his home and started opening fire on him.
Dude, Crocomire did nothing wrong.
Crocomire did nothing wrong.
You broke into his house and murdered him.
You were operating entirely on assumptions that he was some kind of dangerous, horrible monster just because of how he looked. I think the bottom right has more for you to do.
So does this though.
Oh, so does this. Okay, I see. Oh, you're right. I didn't notice that on the map.
Ah.
Yeah. Screw that stuff. Well, see, now they're changing the Crocodile lore a little bit. These little ones are attacking you.
So they're implying that Crocomire has sex. Dude, you need to calm the fuck down.
Nope. Ooh, please. I don't know where I am or what I am. I voted Trump, but nothing changed.
This guy is like Phantos from Mario 2 if he wasn't properly medicated.
I just like its face. Like, when it's bouncing around like that. Ooh, please kill me. For the love of God, I want to die.
Oh, the green slime doesn't... Okay, that doesn't hurt me.
No,
That's
that doesn't hurt
know. Can I kill those? No, I can't.
They just kind of pattern themselves out. Boy, there is a lot going on in this ball.
I'm getting really... Oh.
Alright.
Chris, did that door look orange to you?
I mean, the top one didn't.
I get the feeling that maybe I could have gotten into the map room, but I thought it was an orange door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you've been playing this zone on hard mode.
You've been played.
Boo! Oh, speaking of war, did you see the first official image? Wait, we talked about this, didn't we? The King of the Hill reboot.
Has anything come out for that yet, other than the image?
No, just Dale Gribble with a VR headset.
No, I've not seen anything beyond that. I mean, I'll watch it out of morbid curiosity.
I just want to know what Bobby looks like. Like, I hope he looks at age 21 exactly the same. That would be hilarious.
Hey, Dad, I'm going to a furry convention. Whoa!
Oh, no.
No son of mine is going to be a furry. Dad, this is how I was born.
You made me this way, Dad.
Bobby, if you gotta wear a fursuit, you should at least consider being an eagle, which is a noble, valiant creature. Not this pony.
Oh,
Dad. I'm sorry, these are terrible voices.
You know what dawns on me, as we're having this conversation?
Bobby would be a furry.
You know, there's things that they're gonna bring back regardless of who's dead in real life. Well, I guess Dale, the voice actor for Dale, actually did do voice work for it before he passed away. Yeah. But there's characters that won't make any sense. They're gonna reference at some point that Lady Bird has to be dead.
Prediction: Lady Bird will still be alive.
That would be hilarious. Lady Bird's just hobbling around on a wheel scooter or something. She's fucking 20 years old now.
Lady Bird could go any day now, and I want to be there for her. That's why we haven't left. Wherever where do they live? It's not, I was going to say Abilene, but that's not right.
Arlen. Abilene,
Arlen, okay.
Got a little too real.
Abilene is important for reasons I won't go into.
Okay, do you want to hear my prediction?
Oh my god. Chris, that was a red door.
Yep. It sure was.
Well,
it's also the one above the map.
Hold on. Okay. Just a sec.
Yep. It looks orange, but I think it's red. Yep.
I was going to ask. All right. It's a red door.
It's a red door.
Jiminy Cricket. Okay, they made it blue. That's cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's a lot going on here.
All right, well, this is where the series ends. Everybody, thank you for being a part of this.
Why would they make a toxic lab? Come on.
This is too big.
Or a perp cave. Is that where all the perps go?
You're thinking of the perv cave.
The perv cave. Oh god. All right, you want to hear my King of the Hill reboot prediction?
Yeah, clearly we've got time because look at all this shit.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go. John Redcorn, but he's fat now.
Wait, he's no longer attractive.
Why did those turn red?
Wait, what?
Those harmless little floaty blocks. Look at them. They're sinister for a second. What is that? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
That was unnerving.
That was foolish.
Why did he do that? We'll never know.
Sparks writes, Bobby grows up to be ridiculously uncomfortably attractive, right? That would be
Becomes a
hilarious.
lumber. What do they call them? Like a lumbersexual.
Oh my
He's
god.
like a lumberjack.
Like, there's only two ways they can play it. Either have him be exactly the same, or have him be like a totally different kind of adult. Hey, what's up, Dad? Yeah, it's good to be
What
home
if it's
again in
all
Ireland.
terrible? Oh, what is this
Like,
room?
all the Bobby has been, like, beaten out of him by the world. He's just like a suit now. So actually, I think they said he's supposed to be like a fry cook or something, so he's not like super ambitious or anything, but... Oh, you get the grappling hook soon.
I need the grapple beam. Okay. Or yeah. Okay. There's no
Or
or.
no.
All right, Kago's Hive. I'll be back.
Remind me, is Chuck Mangione still alive in the real world? Or is he dead?
I forget on occasion that he was based on a real guy.
No, yeah,
I
Chuck
don't
Mangione is
remember.
real. And he,
To
he,
quote,
he allowed his likeness to be used in King of the Hill because he thought it was so funny.
the man knows his humor.
But I don't know if he's like actually real world dead or alive, and so I'd be curious if he comes back.
I'm sure they drove up to the Chuck Mangione estate with the dumpster truck full of money and were like, hey, we're doing this.
I'm just sad that we're not going to get Tom Petty back. That reopened that wound for me a little bit.
Did he die or something?
Oh yeah, like 6-7 years ago, I want to say.
Okay, the only race car driver that I ever followed was Dale Earnhardt.
Tom Petty was a musician.
Wait, I thought he was...
No, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Learning to Fly.
I thought he was a race car driver. Why do I
Dale
keep doing
Earnhardt?
that? Alright, my bad. I'm
Yeah.
getting him confused with someone else, I guess. I am familiar with Tom Petty as the musician, but in the context of the character Lucky,
Yeah.
I always thought that he was a race car driver. I don't know.
Interesting. You thought Lucky was played by a race car driver? I got you.
Named Tom Petty.
But still Tom Petty.
My
Hey,
brain
something
doesn't
interesting.
always work correctly.
Why did that floor cave out, but the tile not change?
I knew
Oh
it.
God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Look what you've gone and done.
This is a right mess, isn't it? Jesus! Oh, that's horseshit.
Wait.
Trap. Could
I
it
can
be a
do
trap?
this.
You are almost dead. What are you supposed to do here? Jesus.
Okay.
I don't know, Nick.
Are all of
Because
those?
if you jump, yeah, they're all those things, and if you jump, you'll hit those spikes. Oh God. When's the last time you saved? Oh no.
Not too long ago.
But it might be challenge mode to get back to the save.
What do they want from... Ow. What do they want from me?
Simple, Mr. Bond. They want you to die.
But I don't want to die.
Well, too bad. These laser sharks need something to do.
Okay, this is our life now. We'll just listen to this in the background. Waka 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 waka.
Waka waka waka. Oh. Wait, no.
Oh, it did
Huh?
nothing.
The frick? Perp Cave
I'm
L.
sorry.
I know it's short for purple, but I still like the idea of a perp cave. Ow, he came out of nowhere and smoked you, didn't he?
I gotcha. Yeah, those guys
I
hit
completely
like...
forgot you had those sub tanks.
I was banking on them.
I wondered why you were so cavalier about the amount of damage you were taking.
I'm a little less cavalier now, but...
Yeah, without the sub tank, all of a sudden it becomes real.
Without the sub-tank, you're nothing.
Nothing. There's something to this room, like that's...
Besides
like
the
even
fact
like
that...
a spider ball or something wouldn't help that situation because of the spikes, so I'm not sure what it wants you to do.
Yeah, it's a fine kettle of fish, as I'm fond of saying.
You do have some
What's
good old man slang.
warping center? Oh, okay. All right.
Old
Where do you
man
go?
slang. Old lang syne? Auld
He
lang
goes over
syne?
here.
I used to think auld lang syne was called old man sign.
Apparently, I need a grapple beam for that, which I don't have.
Bud.
Uh,
Oh, hey, there's a door.
maybe.
Warping center. Oh, okay. What the crap is going on here?
This is unnecessarily confusing.
This is actually kind of a lot.
Uh,
How are you supposed to remember what warp door leads to what? Oh, I mean, I guess they tell you, but not all of them tell you. Hey, Spood Booster.
that's the neat part. You don't.
Huh.
Have you ever watched Invincible?
No, I'm aware of it, but...
That's a shame. It is probably the best thing I've watched in a long, long time. It is my absolute favorite superhero stuff, and I hate superhero stuff.
Interesting. Well, if that was your recommendation, I might have to check it out.
Could I just, like, have a super missile or something? Or
Nope.
just, like... They keep teasing me with all these items, like, oh, I bet you'd like to have this.
It starts you out with, like, promises of, you know, playability, but then halfway through turns into a Kaizo.
Too big, too quick.
Yeah, there is a lot going on in this map. I'm glad
Alright,
you kill them as fast as they kill you. Hey, save point coming up.
Yeah, it's like eating an elephant. You got to do it one bite at a time.
There's that save.
I don't know what that was, but it's dead now.
Sure is.
Oh, because I'm full on missiles.
Sam just walks up to the missile. Come on, do something.
Come on, refill.
Refill something.
All right, I'd like to not
Yep.
kill you.
Then she did.
Oh well.
Morgan Freeman starts thinking, but she did kill him. Well, there we go.
All right, I thought it was gonna be like 100.
Those things are
but
just all over the place, aren't they?
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that I could live without. Did you just rocket yourself towards it in a menacing way?
Yes, I didn't think it would work, but it did.
Like, oh yeah, well, huh. Oh no, there's another one.
Oh, he's got a whole family of.
You can't
rock
convince me those
buddies.
aren't big balls of poop.
That's a Rorschach test, man.
Like space pirate poop. They have like a dung beetle thing on. This map is freaking me out. Now, how do they want you to get... Like, what if you wanted to go back to where you came from?
Oh, well, apparently I've been here already.
Yes,
so...
you have. This is the door that made you figure out that the orange doors were actually red doors.
Oh, and then I backtracked. That's right. All right.
Now,
Cool.
how does that deposit you here? I don't get this.
Oh, there were two shafts, one to get here and one to go away from here.
Okay. Well.
I took note of it as I was being teleported.
Side note, those statues there, the like spooky Norfair statues, do you see like a really upset like guard dog?
I do.
Look like a
Like a
guard dog
shishi
that
dog.
just like stepped on like something really sharp or something.
Hold run to speed.
Hold speed
Alright.
to run. Alright.
Oh, I'd love to know what this is.
Maybe you have to make it through here really fast.
Why have a two-tiered...
Oh,
whatever?
because you're supposed to run here and not fall down.
Motherfucker. Pardon
That
my
seems like it's
language.
going to be annoying. Can you dash as a morph ball?
I can do this. What?
Damn.
Wait, excuse me? Excuse me?
The game just ate you.
Alright, alright, alright. Let's see.
Can you blow up part of that upper platform? That big purple block above you when you enter? Because if so, then you could dash.
The big Barney block?
Yeah, the big Barney block. Blow her up. No, I was wrong.
Hold run to...
It wants you to dash. Like, the trick is to dash. I'm sure of it.
No. Trust me, I got this. I got this.
Nick knows what he's doing.
Trick's number.
6 episodes later, well, this game sucks.
Alright, I'm willing to entertain the idea that I might have been wrong. Can I get through there? Yes. Can I get through the other one? Maybe not.
You know who could do this real easy? Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, he grabs me.
Oh, he pulls you through. So yeah, the trick is speed. But how? Like, if you have to be a morph ball, you can only go so fast. Hold run to speed. Do you need the speed booster?
Oh. It's a red herring. I need the speed booster to break this block and get the item.
Oh, man.
Okay, alright. It's just there to piss you off.
It's just there to screw with you. Oh.
Alright,
I love it.
Cool.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, it's a reverse thing. You gotta be in the water. You want to be in the water. Holy
moly.
Water safe, air bad. Ooh, Morty. Ooh. I don't know, Rick. It's looking pretty bad.
Geez.
Well, at least we saved recently.
Okay, at this point, we're just trying to figure out what's ahead.
Ooh.
We're not gonna get much further.
Nope. She dead. She dead. She's alive! Holy crap, how did you do that? Gravity fun.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, because so far this is screaming fun.
Bottom of organic. Alright. You laugh, but I'm still alive. Ah!
Gave you an extra 10 health. Yeah, I was gonna say, just keep firing. Don't stop, don't stopping.
Whew.
Remember that you can charge to bring things to you.
Oh, I can. Yeah, thanks for that reminder. What's,
There are no, there's no health recharge stations in this game, are there?
There's a few, but I don't think there's any near me. Did I just, like, hit a button?
I'm not sure what that was. Huh. This is weird. I can't tell if this is, like, design that's meant to play with your head, or if it's unintentional. Wait, do you have Spider Ball? Oh,
No.
it's you stick to it. No?
Maybe.
No.
Hmm.
Also, kudos to you for recognizing that wasn't a wall. Eek.
Whoop. I almost had a bug step on me.
Not today, bug. What is going on here?
Will this serve any purpose if I destroy it?
Don't know. You can't not destroy it, though, at this point. This is hard.
Whatever. It's, definitely has more of an emphasis on puzzles than Super Metroid. Alright, what's in this horrifying room? Oh, this is back to the Kagos hive.
What's a Kagos?
Well, they want me to have a...
They are really playing the MacGuffin game here. Like, find the one item that'll help you progress. Ooh! How did you do that?
It's not all the same.
How did you do that?
Because I'm too good.
I guess.
It doesn't matter because it's water. I'm gonna die anyways.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So what do you guys want me to do here? Because I can't get out of here.
No. You long
Well,
jumped it.
maybe I can get out of here.
I think you can get out of here. I think it's telling you there's a destructible wall down here to your right.
You think so?
No, maybe not. Oh, there we go.
Ah. Ah ha ha.
At least these
All
things
right.
should give you plenty of health if you let those little buggers fly out of them enough and charge to reap all the benefits. Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. It's almost like they knew that the rooms before this were some horse shit.
Or, I don't know, give me a health recharge. Oh, I think they're running out of offspring.
They can do that? I think as you
I
shoot
think,
them, they spit out more of
yeah.
their offspring to defend them.
I think that's what it is,
Like
yeah.
the cowards they are.
Oh, are they just, like, not dying?
Okay, yeah, this is a health recharge station. They very frustrating.
Why not
one.
just give me a health recharge station?
Because we're trying to be edgy.
This just wastes my time. Well, maybe I can get my sub-tanks refilled then.
Yeah, right.
That'd be nice. So,
Oh, we're having fun.
while we're doing this, how much longer till my sub-tanks? They got
You got a few.
Oh, I can have like 8 sub-tanks.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's quite a bit.
That's a lot of sub-tanks. So, what are you playing, to pass the days these days?
I just finished Ender Magnolia,
Ah.
which is the best thing I've played in a very long time. Aside from that, I'm probably just gonna have to like, I don't know. I started Final Fantasy IV during tax season. I'll probably finish that.
You know, there's always something to be said for going back to FF4.
Yeah. Oh, don't make me go through all that and be like, oh, you can't make it through.
Are they telling you to wall jump? Oh, bomb jump. There
You
you
can only
go.
get so high though.
But you made it.
I did survive.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Why?
This is starting
Why?
to feel like find a save point and next time on Play the Hits. I see there's like a pink corridor that you haven't explored that leads down to that blue zone. Maybe?
There's some stuff we can do, yeah. I mean, we have a wealth of options.
Yeah.
A lot of them are gate kept though by the
Yeah, speed booster or grappling hook seem like the
thank
big.
you. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of different places we can go. We're not even remotely out of options yet.
No. No, we're
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
got-
fine.
Most of our health back, so, you know.
Bark, speaking of Sonic, what would be the best and worst crossovers with Metroid? I don't know. I haven't seen... The only, like, Nintendo crossover I've ever really enjoyed was, Ah, crap, you showed it to me. It was like a Mario game where you could essentially be just about any Nintendo character and they all actually played differently. It was like it was an old Flash game, if I remember right.
I think it was Super Mario Fusion.
Fusion? Okay.
Why do I keep killing him? That's the whole reason that I went out the door.
Yeah, Sparks, I think it's getting there. Tomorrow's my early morning, so...
Alright. Well, we made some progress here. We killed Spore Spawn.
Yeah?
We haven't found the blue Ridtober yet, but we'll get there.
Oh, I'm very much looking forward to Blue Ridley by the end of all this.
Blue Ridley and Black Crocomire.
I think they're just gonna well, no, they're not gonna forego Crocomire. We've already seen his spawn here. Maybe.
Yeah, we've confirmed that he's had children, right? You know, that
Yeah,
he got down.
he's here somewhere.
All
All
right,
right,
well,
Nick.
next time on Play the Hits, we'll hopefully the Blue Ridtober.
Excellent. We'll see you next time, buddy.
Yep.